doing more things like that, she's like,
what is it? Side cart?
Sidetrack.
Sidetrack.
Because he keeps getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
You're sidetracked.
Light.
You're going no ball.
Yes, sir.
Dude, fucking sucks. I'm going solo.
how's it going, man?
Everybody I meet is fucking. I will never see again. Have a great life. Have a fucking great life, guys.
I feel like great life is going on right now.
Yeah, it is.
I'd advise
Dude,
everyone to pay
this, whatever's happening right here, is supposed to happen. We have
So it's bubbling because it's boiling, right? And it's just
it's badass.
since it's right at the brim and it's probably not perfectly level, it's spilling over into the fire. And there's a doggo trying. Okay, there we go.
Trust me, this is just beautiful.
This is just
I have no
beautiful.
idea. I'm just smoking weed.
And we got a sidetrack.
And you go, oh, I know why the ocean.
Look at the shrimp going in this son of a bitch. Is that a scallop?
Yeah.
There's a fucking scallop in there too? Oh, son of a
That was
bitch.
gratuitous, wasn't it?
Holy shit. Look at these tiger fucking shrimp.
I mean, you know,
And scallops.
There's some
Squid
in there.
Oh,
Oh, squid.
oh my god.
even if you stretch it out,
Oh, that.
Any of y'all got a cigarette?
no, that's not
Back in the free?
I'll make you one in a minute. Just give me a minute. This is just the most amazing fucking.
This smells so good.
It's, it's fun to build it, dude. This is better than.
Oh yeah, dude, this is a ritual.
Yeah, it is.
Look at
Thank you
this.
guys for the light. I want to say thank you for the light.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm videoing also, just so you know.
I hope she's doing well.
There's a lot of.
Dude, that's stacked house protein right there.
Oh my god.
Look at all that meat.
I just ran up the whole entire way and never talked to anybody
I
on the
guess
trail.
so.
And then I started going solo, and I just started talking to people. It's like completely different. That's just like, I don't care.
I'm not far
Talk to
behind.
people. Oh yeah!
Give it some flavor. That's part of the fun. A little splash on the side.
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah.
You eyeball and drag line.
Exactly what's going on. If it's not going on, just have a natural.
Oh man.
This is like I'm said no to the dog ever licking their whole entire body. Nope, the dog is just like, yep. Nope, I go.
Doggo likes to lick the legs. It might have something to do with the paella. It might have something to do with the salt.
I just like that he feels comfortable enough for people to do that. I mean, if I felt comfortable enough to just start licking people's legs, nobody gives a shit. Only a dog can get away with shit like that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Because if you started licking my leg, I'd be like, the fuck are you doing?
Leg. Hold on, I'll be right back.
There's a lot of things that have to receive that for you to get away with it.
Stop licking my leg.
You gotta put in a lot of work.
Be like, I already told you no. This is not the first time I told you no.
The rain is a fine rain today. There's the puddle. Hello.
You're right.
You're welcome.
I am choosing to have a choose your own adventure day. Yes, Monkey Toes.
I'm going up and over.
You're going up and over? Yeah. All right. So I had a rough patch through the 100-mile. Got clear that I was comparing myself to others, which doesn't work for this site. Doesn't work for this kind of a hike. And then this morning I'm hiking, and why am I still not able to shake the funk? You know, like, okay, yeah, I can like recognize when I'm comparing myself to others, right? But it was really, why am I comparing myself to others? And so I went through this little what's missing exercise, and I spent the last couple of days going, why? Why is this miserable? Why am I miserable? Why am I out here trudging through here? Why does this next climb look like such tedium? Blah, blah, blah. And I really, what's the opposite of miserable? Is having fun. Enjoying it. God, this is beautiful. You don't get to see this when you're climbing through the trees. Anywho's, one of the things that I'm trying to figure out, because like I am now at this point in my hike, fully clear and aware that there's no way I'm going to be able to finish before winter sets in. There's no way I want to hike during the winter. And I would have to buy all new gear anyway if I were to hike through the winter. And that doesn't work either. So I'm kind of in this mental headspace of giving up through hike while staying true to completing the trail. And I'm still wondering why. Why do I not want to do this anymore? And it kind of hit me this morning. I'm not having fun. You know, I had these images of myself stopping for an hour for lunch. Or, you know, getting to a shelter with a really pretty view, or hanging out with friends and just enjoying my time a little more. And because I'm not fast, and the whole getting myself to a point where I can keep up with people has put me in a position, I feel, where I'm not stopping to enjoy anything. I skipped a summit last night. I blue blazed around a summit because it was a half a mile shorter and I didn't have to climb anymore. But I missed the views from that summit. Just because I was like, you know what? I'm out of water. I'm tired. I'm done. And I'm not having any fun anyway. And it's not like I'd have any time to stop and watch the summit or whatever up there anyway. So I just went blue blaze right around it. And this morning, why do I not want to move? Why do I just want to stay here and not? Because I'm not enjoying this hike. I spend all day, every day, staring at my feet. All day, every day, staring at my feet to stop myself from tripping over rocks and roots. And guess what? I still trip over the rocks and roots because every once in a while I have to look up and make sure I'm not going to hit my head on a low-hanging branch. So here I am. on a choose your own adventure day, doing something a little different, feeling 100% better about this hike, because man, Maine is beautiful. The trail sometimes sucks through Maine, but Maine is beautiful. Hey, look at that. So, in conclusion, there's a solid chance that in a few days, when my dad picks me up to take me to my grandpa's memorial, that I'm going to call it for the year. Come back and finish next year, or over the next couple of years. I'll figure that out in a bit. But right now, I'm going to see how far I get. But I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to stop trudging up mountains.
Like a 5-gallon pail of the water.
Yeah?
And leave it sitting for a few days. Nothing settles to the bottom. It's the color of the water.
It's the color of the water. Yeah, it doesn't filter out either.
Right.
No.
Right, yeah. And
It's brown water.
If it was particles, it would filter out.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, the trail should include this.
The trail should definitely include this. We don't get cool stuff like this.
When there's not a lot of water coming through, they can go from that area there, and then there's like a little ledge, and you can walk up it and then dive in. And then the way the water swirls, you can see how there's a slight swirl. It keeps when you're swimming, you don't have to worry that it sucks down.
I'm gonna see if I can get a picture of this over this way.
You can get it in another place over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will definitely try that.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Oh, yeah.
Good traveling, buddy, when he sees those pictures.
He's gonna be a titch upset. He's gonna have some fantastic views from on top of that mountain, but...
So what mountain?
Dear friends and family, I'm posting this quick video right now to my YouTube and Facebook and probably Instagram, maybe even onto the TikTok. So I'm in this town called Kingfield, Maine, and some of the best food on this trail so far, just so you know. So the last 4 weeks have been rough on me mentally on this trail. In the video that got posted earlier today, towards the end, I was talking about how I've been comparing myself to other hikers and how that's been really draining on me. And I've spent some time since I recorded that, like, really thinking about it. And part of it was realizing that I'm not going to finish this trail before winter. And I can't continue as it gets colder because I just don't have the gear. Like, my sleeping bag is a 35-degree bag. Some people are like, oh yeah, but you're going south into like Pennsylvania. It'll be warmer in the winter. No, it's still a New England winter. Just because it's a little farther south doesn't mean it's any less cold. It's just a little farther south. So it's going to be cold. And I think we all know from my earliest videos that I really don't like the cold. Like, I underestimated the cold in Georgia in March. And I'm expecting it to be worse up here. So I had a good long talk with Uncle Paul, and I came, in addition to realizing it's going to be cold, is that I haven't been enjoying my hike. Like, I'm not stopping and taking pictures, and I'm not stopping and enjoying a view. Like, I got to the top of Whitecap Mountain, and it was absolutely spectacular, and I took the time it took to take a video and a couple of pictures, and I just kept going. I didn't stop to really enjoy it and appreciate it, because I've been pounding miles, and I've been pounding miles, and I've been pounding miles, and I get that's kind of what needs to happen to finish the trail in a timely fashion, but I no longer have a hard and fast date where I need to be done. I just don't want to hike into the winter. I can't hike into the winter. I don't have the gear. So I gave up on through hike. I let go of having a through hike, and it released a lot of anxiety. And I spent several days, trying to formulate a video that I could, or a message, or, an email or something that I can send to everybody who's supported me and helped me and gifted me with money or, gifts or just support, moral support out there. Like, how do I thank all of you and let you know that I'm not gonna finish? And I sat with that. And inside of sitting with that, I realized I don't want to give up. I'm just in a position where I'm not willing to sacrifice my enjoyment of the hike anymore. And I don't have the gear to even get through the cold. So now I'm here, and I'm really just in the brainstorming phases. I got to get off trail for a little while and go to my grandfather's memorial. But I'm right now in, like I said, the brainstorming phases of trying to figure out how I can either get the gear I need to keep going, which is essentially, warm base layers, a pair of pants, I'm going to need a new pair of shoes, and, a 0 degree ultralight sleeping bag, because the 0 degree bags that most people have or manufacture are not ultralight. And I'm not like a bougie ultralighter by any stretch, but those sleeping bags are heavy. And if you're hiking, you don't want to carry all that weight. So just a really good sleeping bag that's 0 degrees comfort rating and will keep me warm as the temperatures really start to drop. I feel like those are really what I need. So the request here is, if any of you know anybody who has something like that, if any of you are willing to loan it if you have it, or I can try and buy it off of you cheap. That's one idea that I've been having. Another one is, I want to discuss with family and friends who are on the East Coast, especially through Vermont, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey. If I can get rides to and from trailheads, if I can get, stays with friends or family members in your area, like if you know anybody near the trail in these areas, then I might be able to, kind of bounce through those states, and really hike the trail and still not put myself in a situation where it's going to be dangerously cold. So I just got a text from the group chat, and they're already seeing if they can find. I love my tramley. I miss my tramley. So that's essentially where I'm at. It's trying to figure out if I can get the gear and if I can make my way through those states and still be on trail and still finish this hike, even if it gets cold. Now that I've let go of the anxiety of trying to finish before winter, and let go of the anxiety of not enjoying this hike, and now that I've let go of all of it, I have the space in my head to actually think about it and be like, no, I don't want to give up. I don't want to quit, and I don't want to be stopped by the weather. So, if any of you are willing and able to help out in those ways, that's what I need. Because I've realized one of the biggest lessons is you can't do this hike alone. I've needed your support 100%. I might be the one who's out here hiking it, but without your support, I wouldn't have been able to keep going. So, thank you. And for whatever you can offer, asking around with friends and family, whatever it is, that assistance would be so huge. Thank you for your time and watching my little video here. And if you ever make it up to Kingfield, Maine, Longfellow's is a great restaurant. Just that's it. Kingfield, Maine. Anyway, thank you. Bye. It's so cool.
Oh my God, they are so awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen one stop moving.
It's pretty rare.
They're usually flying and eating from this
That's
end.
beautiful.
Lake here.
Oh, I think I scooted down far enough. This is actually comfortable.
Oh, good. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a panorama here too. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Like the 100-mile wilderness.
We are going up and over the Bigelows today and tomorrow and maybe the third day. It's only less than 20 miles to Stratton, which is our goal. Our goal. We are not getting to Stratton today because that would hurt. I'm willing to try it in 2. I'm unwilling to try it in 1. That dude's not any bigger than the end of my thumb. Looks like it finally happened. I blew a hole in my pants. I'll fix that later with some dental floss and a needle. I know, right? Kieran.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This is the view from very close to the top of Avery Peak of the Bigelow Mountains. We came from down there somewhere, up and over that yesterday. Now that is not a pud. That is worth a climb. We were there.
Yeah, we were there yesterday.
We were there yesterday. We were there yesterday. Ski slopes. Monkey toes. I'm looking at my feet so I don't slip. So that I'm here. That's where our feet are. I don't want to die. We're going to go down there. And then we're going to go up that. There's the summit. Just around the corner.
What are you going to do when you're done with your hike?
Hi, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy, Sherlock. Good boy.
Well, I hope I see you. If I don't, good to see you.
You good boy, Sherlock?
Happy
Yeah,
to have a
you are.
chance
You're
to-
such a good boy.
That was perfect. Good.
Yeah.
You're a good boy. Such a good boy.
Nice and slow.
Mama looking out. Baby's going back into the woods. Mama's like,
I'm going to stay out here where the good grass is. These landscapers know how to do green.
I went down those mountains that I climbed today on my butt. And I fell. Like, my leg went right out from underneath me and I just went down on my butt. My back hurts. And I'm gonna get in the shower because I'm tired and it's been a long day. Alright, so that short little clip from the bathroom last night as I was getting into the shower. I fell. I hurt my back. I didn't fall far. I just went. So I didn't fall off the mountain. But it was still pretty early on in the day. And yeah, that was unpleasant. So even though I just got back on trail from visiting family and going to my grandfather's memorial for a week, I'm taking a day off to let my back rest. So why am I walking? Because I need to go and find food. because I'm hungry, because didn't eat much yesterday. That day was terrifying. Not because the day was so wrong, or even that I fell. It was that we were slow, and it was a 13, well, turned into a 12 because we got picked up at an early road. But we ended up coming down that mountain in the dark. In the dark. It was night. I don't recommend night hiking in the first place. I know some people love it, but don't start night hiking. Don't do your first night hike down a mountain in Maine. It was 8:40 before we got to the road. Sunset was about 7:45-ish. I don't know exactly, but around that time. And yeah, it was an unpleasant experience in the evening. Anyway, I survived it after losing all of it. I cried down that mountain. I cried. Monkey Toes put up with me being high-strung in stressful situations. And it turns out, and this is something I've learned, that when I go into panic mode, I lose it. I'm a high-energy noper. And I noped my way down that mountain. Anyway, part of what I wanted to talk about here was that I'm going to press on with this hike regardless of unpleasant days like that. But the big thing that needs to be spoken about is the fact that I'm probably going to be hiking into winter, and that doesn't work. Even if I get all of the right gear, I have no experience hiking in the winter. And the research that I did do is all like, don't. If you don't have experience and you have to build into that experience, you don't just launch yourself through hiking through the winter. Don't do it. It's not safe. So like, you start off with day hikes in the winter with the proper gear, and then you start with, camping in the winter with winter gear, and you work your way into it. You don't just launch yourself into it in the middle of a thru hike. So the choice that I've been discussing and came to the, I believe, proper conclusion is hike until the snow falls and things start dropping below freezing for extended periods of time. Like if it's below freezing at night and it's okay during the day, keep going. But if it's freezing all day and snowing, that's time to call it. So I'm going to get as far as I can before then. That's the plan. To be safe and enjoy my hike and get as far as I can, as fast as I can, and still not be unhappy with the hike itself. Got a little tuft. That's what happens when you go to bed with wet hair. Anyway, Andover is about a mile big, and it's a cute little town, and I'm already almost at the little convenience store / restaurant / gas station that they have in town. And that's what's going on so far. My back hurts. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to go and find food. Bye. Just had to come down that to get here. Go back up there. To give you a bit of perspective, Mr. Toad here is just climbing straight on up. There you go. Nice to meet you.
So jealous.
For the record, I hate Maine. That's a real life moose track. Right there. There's another one? I'm gonna try and step around this because it's wet mud. But that's a real life moose track, not just me joking about moose poop. Where is it? Right there? Oh, over there in the deep mud. Alright, I'm gonna put my phone away because I'm recording a little video. Oh, it's over there? Alright, it's over there. I have only got one hand because I'm teetering precariously. But I'm recording the video of moose tracks. I'm gonna try and get over there. There's the monkey toes disappearing up there. I hurt myself yesterday falling and slowed us down considerably. And I hurt today. And I took some stuff. I put some stuff on it. Thank you, Laura. It's doing squat. From the Midol to the bone juice to the CBD roller. It's not doing anything. Like the last time I hurt my back, I was at least able to like warm up a little bit and get going. I can't do that right now. So, what did we do this morning? Oh, Monkey Toes didn't sleep well last night or something, and his ankle has been bothering him for ages. And he's back too for ages. And between me not being able to go very fast and him not being able to go very fast, we realized that going through the Mahoosic Notch, even if we could take all of our time, like, if we could have taken all of the time, would have been okay. But we can't take all of the time, because while the notch itself is like 15 miles away or so, or was where we were at our campsite, it's more than we can manage right now. I'm hearing voices. Anyway, so we're going backwards. We're recovering ground we did yesterday. I'm gonna have to face down the slab of rock where I fell and go down it. In the meantime, I already managed to I tore open my pants today going down rocks. So hopefully I'm gonna patch them when I get to town. Find some patchy stuff, make it cute. Get some of those fun, colorful patches. Anyway, I hear voices, and this is steep again, and I need both my hands, but dang. But I'm upset that I'm going back over trail I've already done, and B, not doing the Mahoosic right now, or on my way to it. Like, I'm upset about both those things, and I'm upset about, it's like a 4 right now, but it's still, if it gets any worse, I don't know. I don't want to think about that right now, so anyway, I'm going to turn this off and go.
So what's your plan today? You gonna hold out for the rain? Yeah. But we may just, depending on weather, we might just jump to Vermont.
Alright, I think I might have like 5 minutes to record a brief update, because I keep trying and I keep getting interrupted. Anyway, I'm in Gorham, New Hampshire, with Monkey Toes. I think I mentioned in a previous clip that I fell, I hurt my back, and we had to come back into town, which wasn't the end of the world, but it gave us time to sit and think about where we were, and how to get through this next section. Essentially, the Whites, presidential's New Hampshire is kind of at a point where we could play leapfrog with the weather and spend a whole lot more money and a whole lot more time coming through here, and that means we're unlikely to finish the trail on the other end. I mean, we're unlikely at this point anyway, which is frustrating because it took us so long to get through Maine, like so much longer than we had anticipated, so much longer than anticipated. And now we're in a position where we either leapfrog with weather or we jump ahead, and we have made the choice to jump ahead to get as much done between Vermont and Duncannon as we can. It's given my back the opportunity to rest, and we've been kind of waiting for the rain to pass anyway, and it's been taking days for the rain to pass. And so, like, even if we had wanted to hike out, like, the rain wasn't gonna let us. And in addition to that, I'm waiting for my Hyperlight pack to come back. Dad is sending that my way because as much as I love Moya, she's too heavy. And also, I ordered a sleeping bag, and that is also on its way and should be here today, hopefully, or tomorrow. I'm just kind of waiting. So as soon as those come in, we're headed off. We're buying bus tickets. The bus is going to go from Gorham to Boston, and then Boston to Hanover. Yeah, that one. Anyway, my back is still a little tight and tender, and sometimes I step down on it weird. I don't know what that is. And I don't know. It doesn't feel like it hurts enough at any given moment to be taking a lot of meds. And at the same time, it's uncomfy. I think that's a good update. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Mom wants me back before Thanksgiving. I'm kind of in a position where I'm thinking that if I'm not within 100 miles of Duncannon by the end of October, probably gonna call it. Finish up what I can when I can. Because, like, at this point, I want to finish this trail. I want to finish this trail. And even if I have to let go of doing it inside of one 12-month period, March 17, 2022 to March 17, 2023, if I can't do it inside that window, and it looks like that's not going to happen anymore, I'm still going to come back and finish it when I can. I don't know if it's going to be next year or a couple of years down the road, but I'm definitely going to finish it. Because right now, it's just going to eat me alive if I don't. In the meantime, putting one tentative foot in front of the other, and then just keep on trucking. So, yeah. I'm really working at not seeing this as a failure. And just how it happened, you know, and that's where I'm at. I go back and forth between being okay with it and being not okay with it, and realizing that this monumental thing that I wanted to do isn't happening. And at the same time, I can do as much of it as I can, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm upset that I'm not going to be able to finish. And I'm going to keep going until I can't go no more. Winter's coming hard and fast this year. Like, the weather turned so suddenly. And, like, you know, early on in the hike, people were like, oh yeah, you're going to be able to tell the weather just by sniffing it, you know? And, like, it's not quite it, but you can tell. Like, I couldn't tell you how, or I knew, but winter is on the wind, and I'm gonna go as far as I can, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to push it past the end of October. So we're gonna head south and see if we can't catch autumn on our way down before winter sets in. And again, I fluctuate between being okay with it and, like, trying to talk myself out of feeling like a failure. Until next time.